Hello friends, in this session we will discuss the rules of divisibility for the natural numbers. First things first, let's look at the rules of divisibility for 2. As we know, any number is divisible by 2 if its last digit is either 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. Alternately, I can say that for any number, if the number formed by last one digit is divisible by 2, then the entire number is divisible by 2. Extending the idea, the divisibility rule for 4, if the number formed by the last two digits of a number is divisible by 4, then the entire number is divisible by 4. Divisibility rule for 8, if the number formed by the last three digits of a number is divisible by 8, then the entire number is divisible by 8. Divisibility rule for 16, last 4 digits, 32, last 5 digits, 64, last 5 digits, 6 digits, and so on and so forth. So in general, the divisibility rule for 2 to the power n would be so, if the number formed by the last n digits of a number is divisible by 2 to the power n, then the entire number is divisible by 2 to the power n. Same divisibility rule will also be true for 5 to the power n and 10 to the power n. So, for the divisibility rule for 5, if the number formed by the last one digit is divisible by 5, which means that the last digit is 5 or a 0, then the number is divisible by 5. For 25, if the last two digits are divisible by 25, so 25, 50, 75, 00. Divisibility rule for 125, last 3 digits. Divisibility rule for 625, last 4 digits, and so on and so forth. For 10 to the power n, it is pretty obvious. If the last digit is 0, the number is divisible by 10. If the last two digits are 0, the number is divisible by 100, and so on and so forth. So that's about the divisibility rules for 2 to the power n, 5 to the power n, and 10 to the power n. The rules of divisibility pertaining to 3 to the power n. If the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the entire number is divisible by 3. Similarly, if the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9, then the entire number is also divisible by 9. Let us understand this divisibility rule for 9 a little more carefully. Let us say a number f. Now, this number, if I write this number in the base 10 format, this number can be written as f plus 10 to the power 1 into d plus 10 square into c plus 10 cube into b plus 10 to the power 4 into a. Now, if I am to divide this number by 9, let us say if I divide this number by 9, now 10 divided by 9, the remainder will be 1, 1 to the power 4 will also be 1, so effectively the remainder from here becomes 1 into a. So the remainder from here would be a, similarly this will be b, this will be c, this will be d, this will be e. Overall the remainder becomes a plus b plus c plus d plus e. So therefore, the divisibility rule for 9, if the sum of the digits of a number is divisible by 9, then the entire number is also divisible by 9. Similarly, if I was to divide 10 by 3, the remainder would also have been 1. So therefore, for 3 also the divisibility rule would have remained the same. This concept is very, very important. Let us say if I am looking at the divisibility rule for 11. For 11, what will happen is 10 divided by 11, the remainder will be minus 1. 10 is square minus 1 is square will become plus 1. This will be minus 1. This will be plus 1. So effectively, I will have f minus d plus c minus b and a, which can be rewritten as A plus C plus E on one side minus B plus D on the other side, which gives us the divisibility rule for 11. We take the even digits on one side, we take the odd digits on the other side, we add them and we take their positive difference. If this positive difference is divisible by 11, the entire number is divisible by 11. So let's take an example. Let us say the number is 1 2 3 4 3 2 1 2 3. For this number, 1 plus 3 4 plus 3 7 plus 1 8 8 plus 3 11 on one side, and 2 plus 4 6 6 plus 2 8 8 plus 2 10 on the other side. 11 minus 10 is equal to 1. Because the difference is not divisible by 11, this number is not divisible by 11. And so on so forth. So that is the divisibility rule for 11. Similarly, if I was to find the divisibility rule for 99, what I would have done is for 99, because 99 is 100 minus 1, I would have written these numbers in the form of powers of 100. So by writing the number in the form of powers of 100 would mean that I'll pair them in twos. Pairing them in twos, if the 99 means that 100 minus 1, the remainder will be 1. So if the sum of these pairs of twos is divisible by 99, then the entire number would also be divisible by 99. Similarly, for 101, the even pairs would be on one side, odd pairs would be on the other side. We take their positive difference. If this difference is divisible by 101, then the entire number would also be divisible by 101. Extending this idea further, we have a very interesting divisibility rule for 7, 11 and 13. We know that 7 into 11 into 13 is equal to 1001. Because 7 into 11 into 13 is 1001, that means that if 1000 is divided by 7, 11 or 13, the remainder would be minus 1. So on the basis of this, what we do is, let us say a number is 1 2 3 4 5 3 2 1 2 3 2 3 1. In order to divide this, check the divisibility of this number by 7, what I can do is I'll pair the digits in threes. 1 2 3 4 and 1 will go separate. You add the even pairs on one side, you add the odd pairs on the other side. So first pair, third pair and 1, they will go on one side. The second and the fourth pair, they will go on the other side. If the difference of these sums is divisible by 7, then the entire number is divisible by 7. And similarly for 11 and similarly for 13, which can be also written in a slightly different form. Let's say if I have to check the divisibility for 4 3 2 1 3 5 3, what we will do is we take the last 3 digits out. Let us say the number becomes A and B. So now there are two numbers, A is equal to 4321 and B is equal to 353. If the difference of these two numbers, A and B, is divisible by 7, then the entire number is divisible by 7. Similarly, if this difference is divisible by 11, then the entire number is divisible by 11. Or if this difference is divisible by 13, then the entire number would also be divisible by 13. So that's the divisibility rule for 7, 11 and 13. Going back, we are done with the divisibility rule for 3 and 9. Now so 1 done, 2 done, 3 done, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a composite number. Before I go to composite numbers, let me quickly close this divisibility rule for 7, 11 and 13. The divisibility rule for 7, there would be, let's say, two cases. Either the number is less than 3 digits, less than or up to 3 digits, or it is more than 3 digits. If the number is less than or up to 3 digits, then we simply divide the number by 7 and see what the remainder would be. If the remainder is 0, then the number is divisible by 7. On the other hand, if the number of digits is more than 3, we separate out the last 3 digits. There are two numbers now, A and B. If this difference, A minus B, is divisible by 7, then the entire number is divisible by 7. Divisibility rule for 8 we have already seen, 9 we have seen, 10 we have seen, 11. For 11 there are two divisibility rules. Either I can use this even odd method, or I could do add the alternate digits on one side, other alternate digits on the other side. We take their positive difference. If this positive difference is divisible by 11, then the entire number is also divisible by 11. Divisibility rule for 13, again we have seen. Numbers greater than 13 we usually do not require to we usually do not need to know their divisibility rule. So at this moment we will not get into that. Now coming to composite numbers. Let us say if I am looking at the divisibility rule for 6. 6 is equal to 3 into 2. So if a number is divisible by 3, the number is divisible by 2, then the number would also be divisible by 6. 12 is equal to, it can be written as 6 into 2, 4 into 3. Can I say on the basis of this first statement that if a number is divisible by 2 and the number is divisible by 6, then the number would also be divisible by 12? No, that would not be true. Because if a number is divisible by 6, it will automatically be divisible by 2 also. So effectively this is this tantamounts to saying that if the number is divisible by 6, the number is divisible by 12 also, which is not right. On the other hand, if I say that the number is divisible by 3 and the number is divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 12 also, that would be appropriate. What's the difference between these two cases? The difference is when I look at 6 and 2, they are not co-prime. And because they are not co-prime, there is a common factor as a result of which this divisibility rule will not be correct. So necessarily for composite numbers, the divisibility rule would be if the number n can be written as a product of 2 or more than 2 co-primes, let us say a into b into c, then if the number is divisible by a, b and c, if the number is divisible by a, b and c, then the number would also be divisible by a into b into c. So if a number n can be written as a into b into c, where a, b and c are co-prime, then if the number is divisible by a comma b comma c, then the number is divisible by n also. Let's take an example. If the number 5668425y is divisible by 48, then what is the value of y? 48 is a composite number. 48 can be written as 12 into 4. It can also be written as 16 into 3. 16 and 3 would be composite, would be co-prime. So therefore 48 can be written as 16 into 3. So now I need to check the divisibility of this number by 16 and by 3. If the number is divisible by 16, that means that the number formed by the last 4 digits of the number should be divisible by 16. So 425y is divisible by 16. If 425y is divisible by 16, 16 to the 32, 10, 16 6 is 96, remainder is 9. That means that y is equal to 6, so that this becomes 96. If y is equal to 6, that is the only possibility from here. Checking for 3, 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 plus 6 is 17, 17 plus 12 is 29, plus 2 is 31, 31 plus 5 is 36, 36 plus 6 is 42, 42 is divisible by 3, so this number would also be divisible by 3, which means that overall number becomes divisible by 48. So that was a very simple example for the application of the rules of composite numbers to division.